All right, I can talk about former Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers, like some of his best throws from the 2024 season. We got maybe 10 to 12 clips out we're going to dive into. And this video could have been a lot longer, so I've been deleting clips, but I think I found at least my favorite 10 to 12 throws. I just took throws from kind of their bigger games and games that they won. So you can go find games that they lost and maybe some games against, Colorado State or whoever, maybe to look at some more throws. But these throws are throws against Michigan, against Kentucky, Florida, Arizona State, Vanderbilt. So some of the games that they won, some of their bigger games. So Quinn Ewers, we'll quick, let's talk about him for maybe 1 minute, then dive into some of his best throws from 2024. So finished the season with 3,472 yards passing, 31 passing touchdowns, 12 interceptions, yards per attempt 7.8, completion percentage at 65.8, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Missed a few games due to injury, which I do think hampered him. I think we saw more like self-afflicted sacks, so that's even a word, after the injury. But before the injury, we saw him maneuver in the pocket a bit better, which we'll see in the game against Michigan. So again, we got 10 to 12 throws we're going to dive into, and these aren't necessarily breakdowns of like playing against certain defensive schemes, how he did against certain passing schemes, how he did against this look, field side, boundary side. We'll dive into that. If you're an NFL draft junkie, we'll have some more Quinn Ewers draft content, but this is just appreciating his best throws from 2024. When he was at his best, we saw him make some really clutch throws, specifically against Arizona State. When he was at his best, we saw him in rhythm, the ball coming out on time, and the back foot planted, and we saw his footwork good when he was at his best. And it's crazy all the criticism that Quinn gets. Like, it's easy. I think Texas fans probably forget about the quarterback play between Colt McCoy and Ellinger, essentially, right? So yeah, I think you can wish that he played better at times, but damn, I think you got to appreciate the seasons that he had. Back-to-back Final Four wins. When you had how many straight seasons, without going to a bowl game until Ellinger and crew took over. So I think it was a really, really good career for Quinn Ewers. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at these 2024 clips. We got maybe 10 or 12 clips that we're going to dive into and just kind of look at. We'll talk about the timing during the game, the situation of the game, and kind of why it was important. But let's go ahead and dive into these clips. All right, Texas fans, if you watched the channel before, you know this is broadcast footage. I have to slow it down, so I do apologize, but it does a good enough job getting the point across. And like we mentioned in the beginning of the video, we'll have more Quinn kind of pre-draft content, and we'll have all 22 that we'll use. We'll be having a little bit better quality there. So first clip, again, we're going against some of their bigger games, one of the games they won, but this is against Michigan. This is a ball push downfield, 3rd and 13. You're going to see there's no play action here, which he did a better job this year on straight drop back passes. He threw more on those type of throws than last year. Ball pushing it downfield, 20-plus yard ball downfield, 3rd and 13. This is a big completion on the first drive of the game. Hits his guy in stride. There's enough juice in the ball before the safety gets over there. This right here shows the ability to push the ball downfield, even though it was something that fans and probably everyone wanted to see more of, but still the ability is there. Next clip, touchdown to tight end Helm. And you're going to see him maneuver in the pocket a little bit. Again, I thought he did better, especially in these Michigan clips. We got 3 clips of maneuvering in the pocket and being more mobile in the pocket. I really do think those injuries hampered him, the oblique and the ankle. I think they did hamper him a bit, but this is a good job keeping his eyes downfield. You're going to see him maneuver in the pocket, step up, and throw a touchdown on the run. Again, one of my favorite throws of Quinn. And does he need to get better with his footwork and better, maybe quickness and speed? Sure. But I don't think it was as bad as maybe it was portrayed at the end of the season because of him fighting through injuries. Last clip to watch. Again, maneuvering in the pocket, eyes downfield. That was a good sidearm throw for first down. This is a 3rd and 10. This was the first half, I believe, right? Yeah, before Texas kind of put the game away. I like it. Accurate throw, pushing the ball downfield. Again, eyes downfield, maneuvering in the pocket, showing that mobility there. So 3 clips here from Michigan, my 3 favorite throws from the Michigan game. That 3rd and 13, the touchdown to Helm. He actually had another touchdown that was called back before that touchdown to Helm, and then the last throw there. Okay, so next clip we'll go on to Vanderbilt. I believe he played OU was before this game, if I'm not mistaken. I think Vandy was after this game. He missed a few games. Mississippi State. He got hurt in UL Monroe or UTSA. So he missed. I think it was UTSA. Missed the rest of that game. Missed UL Monroe. So then he's back against Vanderbilt. Here's a touchdown. Let me move myself out of the way. 3rd and 8. It's a big-time thrower during the game. Receivers got a step on him. Is that more down there? Yeah, I think that's more. Throws to his receiver for a deep throw here for a touchdown. Again, 3rd and 8. It's a big-time situation. You're out on the road against Vanderbilt. touchdown throw there. Now, that game got a little dicey towards the end, but still a good throw there. So here's the only clip we'll watch against Florida. They dominated Florida, and Sark did a great job scheming open receivers. But here you start seeing his footwork get a bit better. The ball comes out right after that hitch up. Ball comes out now, rotates in that front leg. That front leg absorbs force. And you heard the commentator, Jesse Palmer, at this point in the game, talking about the footwork. So when his footwork is on, he was able to throw some nice crisp balls. They crushed Florida there. There's just one example of good footwork in the pocket. Here's against Kentucky. My favorite throw against Kentucky. This is the tight end helm. This is a perfect 2-ball. This is a great job on a 3rd and 7. So the defense doesn't really have that big of a threat against the run, right? It's a straight drop back pass, so no help of play action. Kentucky only brings 3. They got 8. I don't know why they have 2 like spy-looking guys against Quinn Ewers. That's probably not the best defensive call. But it ends up being a really nice throw, a nice touchdown to the tight end helm right here. Again, it's pretty good coverage. Not a lot of room for error at all. I think it's a perfect throw. Let's go ahead and watch it one more time. So he has to put enough juice on the ball before the up top safety can get over in time. He has to put enough trajectory and air on the ball to get over this DB here. He's reading the whole time. Ball comes out. Let's see, right now the ball comes out right. He's even. So again, enough trajectory to get over this DB. Enough juice in the ball before the safety gets over there. I thought it was a really nice throw, especially before half to get it by multiple scores. This was actually a game I was at. That was a hell of a throw to watch there as well. So let's see what we have next. Of course, we're going to have like 3 or 4 clips from the Arizona State game at the end. Okay, so we got some A&M clips. Here's just a 3rd and 7. This may be a controversial take, but this throw here led to some really good plays for Quinn. The offense, he's passing-wise, wasn't getting much going, and he fits the ball into a really tight space against the blitz. Good job by the offensive line picking up the defense there. You can see it barely fits through. This is horrible quality, I apologize, but the ball barely fits through these 2 defenders. But this throw leads to some nice things from Texas, and Texas getting up by 10. I know it got a little hairy just with those turnovers in the second half, but the Texas defense was stout. All right, this next throw, it's a deep ball, I think to Golden, bottom of the screen here. A little play action here. You're going to see pressure. Does pressure get here? They only bring 4. But this is a hell of a throw, pushing the ball downfield. This was 2 plays after the throw we just watched. Pressure in his face, delivers a good ball, off play action. 2 plays after that throw to Helm. And this led to a big play for Texas here. That's a really nice throw. Again, not a lot of room for error on that throw. Again, the ability to push the ball downfield is there. It just wasn't as consistent as Texas fans probably wanted, and I get that. I totally get that. That was a hell of a throw there against Texas A&M. He had some really nice throws against A&M that kind of got hampered by those 2 turnovers. And then this throw here, I think this was when he rolled out and threw it to tight end Helm here, right? He had that long run. He had a few plays where he was utilizing his legs a bit more here. We see him pump fake, get the defense out of position, then dump off to the tight end. Again, I think this game should have been like 24-0, 28-0 type deal in all seriousness if it wasn't for those 2 turnovers that were down. But we're both inside the 10. I know both were inside the red zone, but regardless, really nice throws from Quinn. Okay, let's go on to Arizona State. Again, we skipped several games. Like Arkansas, we didn't have any games. There were more throws against Kentucky. We did breakdowns pretty much over every game that Quinn and Texas Longhorns won, so you can go back and watch some of those clips. But here's a really nice throw. This is, I think, 4th quarter, I believe. Nice throw to Golden, pushing the ball downfield, 20-plus yard throw, accurate throw, hell of a catch as well. But there's no room for error here. Man, that's a tough throw and a really good catch. Man, Golden came on strong at the end of this season. But obviously these throws here are going to be the best throws of the season. This is probably the best throw of the season. That 4th down play, overtime. Got to score a touchdown here, right? Boom. Throwing to Golden here. We got the safety going in this way. You maybe had this guy too. People have pointed out before, but you had coverage there. Man, that was an awesome play. Watching that game with my wife. My son's like 4 years old, yelling for Texas to win, and gets excited there, right? Good job picking up here. This was like the most time he had in this game. Remember, there was a lot of pressure. Arizona State did a great job getting pressure on Quinn during this game. This is a clutch. So this will go down in Texas history. This led Texas to get to that Final Four appearance. So probably the best throw of the season for Quinn if you consider the situation that this throw was made. Then you have next clip here. Let me move myself. It's the touchdown in second OT to Helm. It's quick play action. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Utilizes his leg, steps upfield, throws a touchdown there to Helm. Again, huge play. Texas fans going crazy. And then the 2-point conversion was also huge because that gave Texas some more breathing room. Oops, sorry about that. Don't know what's going on. Okay, I apologize. All right, so then this 2-point conversion, quick rollout, utilizing his legs, so it was a nice throw to convert for 2. So these are my favorite throws from Quinn. Again, there's more throws you can go and dive into. He had some nice throws against Georgia the second time around. Clemson, we didn't do anything, had some nice throws. Even the game against Ohio State that they lost. But I try to pick some games they won and just dive through some of my favorite throws from Quinn Ewers from the 2024 season. So obviously, I'm sure I missed some really nice throws, but let me know your thoughts. What were your favorite throw from Quinn Ewers? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what throws we missed. And let me know your overall thoughts on Quinn in the season. Again, like we talked about at the beginning of the video, I get that you want him to play better at times, or our fans did. I think that's totally fair. But I still think you can appreciate the success that he did have, because I think he's going to go down as one of the better quarterbacks in all of Texas history thus far, and especially with the quarterback play that happened between McCoy and Allen. If you're a Texas fan like I was growing up, you remember all of those years. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below about Quinn. We'll have some more Quinn Ewers draft content coming up, I guess, during this pre-draft process. But anyways, if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. We do a lot of SEC QB content. We've got some cool stuff coming up during this offseason. So please like the video, share, subscribe. All that stuff does help us grow. We thank you for following us along. We'll see you next time. Peace.